There are lots of videos online where people are driving and they bump into each other. Very often, they will get really angry and the situation will get heated, resulting in a big drama. But it can actually be resolved a lot easier if they reacted more sensibly and calmed down, or sometimes even stayed silent. So today, let's talk about focus on yourself and stay silent. So firstly, why science is powerful. So how much energy do we waste every day explaining ourselves to people who don't even care? And we feel like we have to justify our dreams or wait for permission before going after our goals. So for example, if you wanted to start a business by maybe opening up a restaurant, then of course you'd have to listen to the opinions offered by experts, because they actually have experience in the field. But people who haven't actually succeeded in making a business as well, you probably shouldn't take their opinions too seriously. If it was your sibling, for example, sure, they might give an honest opinion, but if they never actually had experience in it, you shouldn't take it too hard, So yeah, every second that we spend proving to others is a second that we are stolen from our own progress that we could have made. So we should shift our focus inwards onto ourselves, because success isn't from convincing others that you're capable of something, but from action and discipline, and to show up for yourself and turn up even when nobody's watching. And many people are too distracted by the noise of the world that get in the way of their progress, so they spend hours scrolling on social media or about what others think about them and compare their lives to those in videos on social media. They're also worried about what friends and family think, and waste energy arguing with people who don't have their best interest at heart, or who don't understand the journey that they're going on. This results in them feeling drained or frustrated. So you should stop explaining to others and instead focus on what truly matters to you and your own goals. So for example, my uncle was wanted to start a cooking channel, but he actually spent 5 months asking all of his friends and family about a name for his channel. And this meant that he didn't even he didn't even make one video, and he wasted so much time just thinking of a channel name that seems so insignificant. So yeah, success is basically built in silence and is from pushing through even with no audience to watch you. So you don't need the approval. Instead, the should focus on consistency and on your growth, and then eventually you'll become more confident, not because others told you you're more confident, or they not because others said so, but because you proved through your actions to yourself and everyone else that you're capable of what you want to do. And being silent isn't about being silent isn't isolating yourself, but it's actually protecting your own energy and selecting where to invest your time and attention. So my uncle probably should have spent more time into actually making his videos than just deciding a channel name, and that not every conversation deserves a response. So secondly, importance of self-focus. So once you guard your focus and only focus on what truly matters to you and your goals, you will have more control over your life, and people will eventually notice your success and they will see the results and everything you've achieved, and you won't have to say a word about it. So you should so stop announcing everything you're going to do and all of your actions, because saying you're going to do something and actually doing it are two very different things. So and actions speak louder than words. So for example, my classmate, she really wanted to learn the guitar, but her parents didn't let her because she had already learned and like given up lots of different instruments before. So instead of just continuing to ask her parents, she practiced the instrument loads and eventually won competitions. And then when she proved that she was capable of doing it, she eventually got to learn the guitar and became very good at it. So yeah, and so basically just stop talking about what you're going to do and worrying what others think, and you should actually do the work and make it happen. And yeah, so our energy is our most valuable resource, and most people waste it and think about and focus on what's missing instead of what's possible, and they focus on distractions instead of like opportunities. So your life is basically a reflection of what you give attention to, because if you give more attention to your goals, obviously you'll succeed more. But if you give more attention to distractions, then you won't have the time to do what you really want. So if you feed yourself negativity and surround yourself with the wrong people, then your reality will mirror that. And if you shift your energy, the world will start to change. So for example, if you get like a new car and you suddenly start noticing the brand of car and the exact type of car everywhere, and see it, like focus on everyone else who has that car. It's also like, so if you train yourself to focus on opportunities and not obstacles, then you'll see those opportunities everywhere, so you can grab them. And for example, when I first started my YouTube channel, I thought that I wouldn't really succeed because there were loads of other people also doing like similar topics to me as well, and they were getting lots of views. But eventually I stopped thinking like negatively and started focusing on what opportunities YouTube could give me to like reach a wider range of people and other little benefits like new skills as well. So instead of like just seeing problems, you should see the solutions as well, and you'll attract more of what you want. So most people let the environment control them, but if you actually want to change your life, you have to be intentional to actually like make a change to do that. So thirdly is how to ignore negativity. So basically how to ignore negativity is by like setting boundaries and saying no more often, or creating a daily routine that prioritizes your goals over other stuff, and basically remove anything from your life that slows you down. So for example, like I play the flute, and sometimes people will say, oh, you played really badly and stuff. So if they say that, I just ignore them because it's trying to bring me down. So instead, but if they give constructive criticism, like from a teacher who like knows what they're saying, and then I would listen to that. But if it's just like worthless stuff, just ignore it, because it doesn't actually mean anything unless you make it mean something. So success is not just about working hard, but also working smart. So you should protect your focus at all costs, and basically everything you do, ask where is your energy going, and is it something I should spend my energy on. So once you master it, it becomes a habit. So you'll be in a state of focus more, and that focus is your default mode. And it will stop affecting, distractions will stop affecting you. And success is made from small consistent actions that you take every day in your daily life, and it's not about one big break or a lucky moment that causes you to suddenly achieve all your goals. So the real secret to success is the compound effect of self-improvement and the small things you do and the daily habits. Basically everything you do is either pushing you forward or trying to pull you back. So, and many people underestimate the power of daily habits and the compound effect, because eventually they will all stack up, and they will stack up, and eventually it will become something really big. And it's also similar to when loads of people, when they start new hobbies or something, or they start something new, they'll immediately quit because they don't see results immediately. But like after a while, if it's still small and consistent efforts over a period of time, eventually the skills will improve and the results are there, because it doesn't happen just overnight. Yeah, and you actually need to put in the effort to be able to achieve it. So lastly is take action before you feel ready. So confidence isn't about taking action when you feel ready, but it's about taking action before. So most people wait until they're 100% ready or like completely prepared to do something. Like my uncle, he waited for 5 months to finally start his YouTube channel because he spent so long thinking of a name and wanted to be like completely prepared. But that moment will never come, because there will always be doubts and always be things you don't know, like the outcome of. Like also, for example, starting like the restaurant business, obviously there will be doubts because you won't know what's going to happen. But if you've done the research and have confidence and believe you can do it, then you should. And yeah, if you hold back, you'll never get started. And the only way to be more confident is to start before and trust yourself that you will figure it out along the way. Basically, yeah. And then once you start to take action, your need for external validation and others people's approval will start to fade, and you'll prove to yourself that you're actually capable, which means you'll stop seeking approval because it's already given to you by yourself, because you can look at the results of what you have achieved. So like many people like think like risk takers or people who like always step out of their comfort zone are always like really confident because they challenge themselves so much. And it's not because they have like no doubt of their abilities, because that's always going to be there, but it's because they've built up so much evidence of their own ability that they are able to try new things and actually achieve them, that they have more confidence to try new things as well. And yeah, the confidence confidence isn't like formed by waiting. It's created when you're willing to take action, because once you achieve like something really small, that can give you confidence to do something bigger and keep on going, because success will bring more success later on, because you already have proof and evidence that you've achieved something you've wanted. So in conclusion, I think the main points to like take away are that you should like stop don't wait until like you're 100% ready, because that's like never going to happen. And confidence is about taking action before you're ready, and then eventually once you've proved to yourself that you can do something, you'll become even more confident. And also to the importance of daily habits and to do them every day, because eventually they all stack up and you'll see the results in the end. And that like actions speak louder than words, so you should stop trying to like justify yourself to others and instead just put all of your energy to focus on your goals. And when you achieve it, then you can prove to everyone else who like doubted you before that you're actually like capable. And yeah, I hope you learned something. That's all for today. Bye bye.